I have wanted to hunt mountain goats since as long as I can remember. I was lucky enough to be immersed into the hunting lifestyle at a young age. My dad is a hunting addict and he has created an adventure-seeking wild man. I have been fascinated with challenges that require pain and suffering, both physically and mentally. My mind needs to be pushed to its limits, and a mountain goat hunt does just that. I moved to Alaska so I could hunt the hardest and most difficult big game species on the planet. I feel very lucky to have this opportunity and want to make the most of it. People pay big money to do this. I feel rich on life after an experience like this. The biggest challenges come with the biggest rewards. I set a goal that I was determined to complete. My mind was consumed with mountain goat hunting, and I wasn't going to stop until I accomplished my goal. I went up in the mountains in all weather conditions, rainy, snowy, foggy, windy, and sunny. I wanted to give myself every opportunity to make something happen. Good morning, this is Remote Baranof Explorers. It's the morning of August 22nd. We hiked up to the Alpine last night and got above the tree line and got to a good spot where we were in the middle of the forest, and we headed up about a 2-hour hike this morning to this ridge. Maybe be there for the rest of the day. Hopefully find a goat. I fucking did it! Yes! We just had the hunt of a lifetime. It pushed us to the brink of exhaustion, but it was a thrill, a moment I'll never forget. So proud of getting this mountain goat. It's been something I've been dreaming about for a long time. It's a big accomplishment for me, and I feel honored to have hunted this, have the hunt go the way it did. We made it around that mountain, that peak. We saw Nanny this morning, and it was really cool to see that Nanny. We got within 200 yards of it, and we figured we just keep to our plan and going around that mountain and getting up to that peak. And we put a real nice stalk up to that peak, and we didn't find any goats up there, but it was a beautiful view and a really cool spot, just no goats. So then we worked our way back, and we were gonna go check out a new spot. And we thought we saw that Nanny again, and we looked and found it in the spotting scope, maybe about 300-400 yards away. And sure enough, it was not that Nanny. It was a billy. Me and Anna made a plan. We didn't make too much of a plan, but we had a little bit of a plan. She was gonna use hand signals to signal me where to go if I needed to go, like if left or right, or if they're above me or whatever. I couldn't see them. I was just directly below them. So I saw her. She definitely seemed like there was something. They were still there, and there was something going on. So I just continued on, and I got to this really rocky, flat rock, and it had no grip or whatever. And all of a sudden, that billy came out, and he was about 150 yards out, and he seemed a little spooked or whatever. And I was trying to get my foot in and tried to get it all lined up, and I just kept sliding down this rock. So and he ended up kind of going off, and I missed my opportunity. And then I looked at Anna, tried to find her again. I finally found her, and she said to the right. So I'm going to the right. It seems like it's still something that's possible. I was like thinking maybe that it was, I should go back and it should be good, but it seemed like the mission was still on. So I continued on, and I started getting up to this really steep where it was like probably wasn't going to be a way to get down. So I was pretty much climbing like straight up, And I got to the point where I figured it wasn't safe to go down, and I was just going to keep going up to that ridge until I could follow that ridge back. I wasn't sure what the ridge was going to look like when I got up there. And I kind of was, at that point, I was kind of done with trying to find that goat, and I was just trying to get back safely. And finally get up this ridge, literally scaled it. And it was, I thought that I was stranded and I was not going to be able to get down. I was looking for all these different routes, and I told myself, don't give up, don't be a quitter. Just, you're going to find a way to get through this. And I look left, I look right, nothing. There's it's pretty much cliffy, and I said, all right, you're going to make something happen. And I literally rock climb across this rocky cliff until I get to some trees. Literally, it was a straight drop down. I scale across it, and I get to some trees, and instead of going along the side of the trees, I literally climb over the top of these trees, because it's literally a ridge like this. And long story short, I finally get down, and I'm lucky to be alive. And while I'm trying to get down, I see that goat, that Billy, on the ridge heading back to where our camp is. And I finally get down to a good spot, and all of a sudden I start taking off. I was gonna go, chase after it. And then I kind of thought about, Anna. I was like, she's probably worried to death about me. I better go check on her, go see what, let her know I'm all right. And I go back and I find her, and I'm exhausted. I'm dehydrated. My legs are cramping and all that. And we ran out of water. Really dry up here, and couldn't find a spot with any drinkable water. So we're exhausted and we're beat, and it's just it's a mental battle. And I let her know that goat's on the ridge and is heading towards the camp, and she goes, all right, let's go get it. And so yeah, we get up to the ridge finally, and all of a sudden we see it. Anna tells me, drop your pack and go get that goat. And I drop my pack, and we made a little game plan. If I had to go past the camp, she was going to be at the camp waiting, and she was going to get my pack back to camp safely, and she sure did. And I followed this ridge, and I took off running. I was already exhausted, and this is a long ways, and I just started taking off running. I was tired and beat, and I just told myself, don't be a quitter, and how bad you really want this, and this means a lot to me. So I pushed through it, and I got to the goat, and I was within 50 yards of this goat, and he's literally right at our camp, right on the ridge. And I belly down, and the goat's kind of in a spot where he can't see me, and if he goes left, I just saw his little horns sticking up, and he can't go left and he can't go right. If he goes right, he's going to be kind of going down in this another really open area, and I knew I had him in a good spot. So I just kind of waited, and he finally took a couple steps out, and he kind of looked over towards me, and I shot him right in the shoulder, and he dropped, and he just started flipping. He probably rolled about 150 yards, not too far, but he hit a nice good grassy. It wasn't real cliffy or rocky, nice grassy area. And then I watched him tumble down, and I made sure he was dead. And once I saw he was dead, I found Anna, helped her carry the rest of my pack. She was hauling my pack up a big steep ridge, and got to share with her that she heard the shot, and I got to share that I finally did it. I got my mission complete. And yeah, that's what it's all about, is just these moments. I fucking did it. Yes. Did you hear the shot? Thanks. I had to come back and get you before I go down and see it. Thanks for getting. He looked pretty dead to me. Wow! I'm so excited for you. Thanks for doing that. Woo. Thanks. Never been so damn exhausted. Yeah! Yes, he got nuts! Yes! Oh my gosh! Woo! We did it! We did it! Oh, I'm beyond excited. This is something I've wanted for so long, for so bad. It's consumed my thoughts. It's I feel very honored to get such a awesome animal, and they really made me work to get it. Made us work for it. It was a lot of hard work and I had to push deep, but glad I had the opportunities earlier in life to allow me to push past my limits, because if it wasn't for those times, it would have been tough. It would have been easy to throw in the towel and give up. I was very exhausted. I pushed my body to the limits, but I was so determined and so consumed by these mountain goats that I was willing to push my body.
How much fun are we having?
It's worth it. A lot of work, but oh, my land. Get out of here. Oh. You know, I'm 9 years old. I feel pretty lucky right now. A lot of people pay $30,000 for a guide to hunt mountain goats, and we just did it for free. We're rich on life.